I do this for the YouTubers and did not have you guys on at all for streaming. But I think I just fixed that. So we're gonna wait for some of the YouTubers to come in because that's why we do these Q&A shows. Because I can't stream all the time on YouTube. Some little copyright things go on. They're very sensitive about that, especially when it comes to music. And I just keep it to Twitch most of the time. But when I know that I can make just time exclusively for you YouTubers out there, what I can do is show just for you. Don't have to worry about any of those pesky copyright things going on. I'll come in and do it. And you know how we do right here. So many of you out there are asking questions, so we put priorities on the super chats is what they're called. And look at this. We're already getting people coming in. We have somebody said, have a blessed stream. Let me see. Well, I was told this a couple of days ago, I got Jesus in me. Did you hear me say that to her yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's right here. You see him? Look at him. Look, you see Jesus right here? Help me, please. Let me out. Oh, JV, tell people about yourself, man, while I pull up the YouTube over here.
Oh, nothing much. I'm just been a fan from you guys since 2010.
Since 2010?
Yeah, since 2010.
Wow.
I found you guys working actually when I used to work at a porn store. That's where I found you guys.
You used to work in a porn store?
Adult video store, yeah.
Really?
Back in 2010.
How appropriate. You found us there.
That's what when Hector was saying he wanted to apply to a job like that. I was like, there's really not much to do. Just watch pornography and sell.
That's enough for some people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you were an expert of the adult entertainment.
I used to sell porn and porn accessories, so I'll tell you what.
Okay, so you used to sling that, what do they call that? You used to sling that smut.
Yes.
Nice. Very nice. Oh, we have Corey Bowles. He became a hot and buttered member right there. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm just getting you guys ready. I didn't prepare because I should have had a certain person up. And again, when I'm doing things that are out of the ordinary, I forget a few steps here and there, but I'm about to fix that right now. I'm forgetting the most important part of this stew that we're making right now. But I'm going to fix that right at this moment here. Hold on. Let me see here, folks. Just pop out there, slide it over there, and I can come in and welcome the chat fam, starting the OG chat, and those side bitches. Okay, the OG chat has already started with these memes. Which one you laughing at? The Willie Nader?
And the one.
Oh, Martin. Yeah, Martin eating Popeyes. He's eating all kind of candy. And, of course, he's got that McDonald's in there. Martin just, you know what? I thought I loved junk food. Martin loves junk food more than me. He loves fast food more than me. We went on one of our excursions to McDonald's one night. I thought I was eating bad. Because both of us ordered a bunch of stuff that we didn't need to be eating that late at night. You know, come here. Speaking of eating, here's Pixie, everybody. Yeah, Pixie's here, everybody. Let me see here. Yeah, when we did our recent Seattle show, that's the one that I ate 3 filet-o-fish. The only thing that made me feel like I didn't need to feel as guilty as I did was Martin. Because Martin ordered some crazy shit too. He didn't tell you. See, I ain't gonna put him out there. He didn't tell you everything that he ordered, because he ordered some food crazier than me. But on top of that, after ordering whatever craziness he was getting, he said, "Tell him to put a hot fudge sundae on there too." It's like, and then I said, "I don't think that's happening at 5 in the morning." But and I'd asked, like they took an attitude too. We ain't got no ice cream this time of morning. Yeah, Martin was ready. Martin chows down. Martin came in here one day eating an ice cream cone from McDonald's. I had never seen anything as erotic as that, man. He was tugging that ice.
Yeah, I remember someone posted like the gif of him like sucking on his fingers. Like,
Yeah.
Like, man,
Yeah.
what was he chewing down on?
I'm gonna tell you something. The way he was looking at the ice cream cone, his wife is very happy. If he ever decides to get with a man, that man's very happy. He was going down. And he's one of those dudes who gets in the food so hard that he just kind of loses, like he just leaves this world. and goes into another place. Like he doesn't see us anymore. Like like you're not in the room with him anymore. Like everybody's gone. The only thing that exists is this ice cream cone right here. And he looks content too. You ever seen a cat eat?
Yes.
That's what Martin's like.
That's what he's called. That's what he's called a cat daddy.
That's why he's called the cat dad. It's not because of women or anything like that, or because he's smooth. Because he eats like a goddamn cat. I mean, his eyes are shut. He's in ecstasy.
Now the things that you did, all those movements, they're gonna take it down.
What's that?
No, all the stuff you did right now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Hey, that's my gift to you. You're welcome.
Koki's gonna have a field day with that.
Oh yeah. Look at that intensity.
See? Wow. When did that happen?
When did that happen?
Yeah.
Every day.
Nah, that's AI.
That ain't no AI. That's Martin, man. That ain't no.
Like, why would
No, listen. I've seen Martin AI. There's always something off. No, that is Martin right there. They ain't the only thing uncanny about that valley is the way he's eating that ice cream cone right now. That is Martin. Talk about that AI.
I have no reason why he would do that on camera, just looking straight at the camera. But
I know why we do it on camera because he's just fucking hungry. That's why. Because shit, he loves ice cream cone. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's the day he was eating that ice cream cone in here. Yeah, that's right. He brought it in. He was like, I guess we were starting late or something. He went and picked up something. Yeah, man. He loves. Don't let him fool you. Talking about and you know what? Martin looks good today too. He lost some weight. He's looking real good in his shirts and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But when he falls off that wagon, he falls hard.
Oh yeah, I remember he used to go to the New Orleans and get those cracklins.
Those cracklins,
yeah,
boy.
Like,
Yeah,
ooh, that's. I mean, I don't blame him, but that's a lot of calories.
that's a lot of calories. That's a lot of salt.
Mhm. It's so hard too. Like,
If y'all have never had cracklins, I don't know how people eat these things, man. Cracklins are it's like eating rocks.
it's like pork skin, right?
It's like
Deep fried.
It's like deep fried but hard
Mm-hmm.
pork skins. And I didn't know skin could get that hard.
Me neither.
Cause it's like it's real like trying to eat rocks.
I had chicharrones.
The hell is that?
That's pork cracklins.
Chicharrones?
Chicharrones, yeah. The
I
pork
love
skin.
this man's accent. Say that again.
Chicharrones.
Yeah. When you were rolling them R's, chicharrones.
Chicharrones, yeah.
Chicharrones. I know I'm not doing it right, but I love the way you do it. Chicharrones.
the tequila soda, man.
Tequila soda with the what is it called? What is it
Oh,
called?
chicharrones.
Chicharrones. Yeah, I love that, man. Hey, listen, y'all slow down on your questions. I haven't got started yet. I don't want y'all to get too behind. Actually, let me tell y'all when to start. Now, we already got 2 questions out there. I'll get to those. But, man, hold off. Don't do anything yet. We're going to get to your questions. And I really appreciate you guys. I love your enthusiasm. Let us get the show started, which I guess should happen now. Since you're running my mouth. Hold on. All right. So I see people have started to bring in their questions. And you know what? Let me just go ahead and start right now. I mean, since we're talking about Martin and food, here's the proper question. And I don't know. This is Yen, I guess. Yen is that's not the name of the person. That's the money.
The currency.
The currency, yen.
Yeah.
Somebody gave 320 yen. I got excited as hell too. I saw $320. Like, then I saw that Y and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, that's like 50 cents or something in Japanese money.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, appreciate it. No, thank you so much. I actually don't know how much 320 yen is. I don't know if somebody can tell me. But let me cut this down over here too. So, the question that my man gave right here for 320 yen, and this is a very deep question too. So think about this hard. Don't answer too hastily. Popeyes or KFC?
I have to go with Popeyes.
Popeyes. That man, listen. I have a soft spot for KFC, but ever since, and again, speaking of Martin, but Martin actually talked about the salt content of KFC.
Really?
Yeah.
He's the chicken fried expert.
He's a fried chicken connoisseur. Martin is that black stereotype. All right. Yeah, the Martin loves fried chicken. Don't let him tell you anything different. So when he tells you his opinion, and he gives you advice on fried chicken. Now you think fried chicken and ice cream. So when he gives you advice on fried chicken, you listen. And he opened my eyes one day, and I never looked at or never tasted KFC the same way again. Not that I hardly ever eat KFC, but he said the salt content and KFC is so high. And you could, if you know, when you know, you can actually taste the salt. Mm-hmm. So yeah, man, I love KFC. I don't eat it. And every now and then I'll slip and treat myself, but and eat something nasty. But I haven't eaten KFC in a long time because it's true. There's just a whole lot of other great chicken out there. KFC is beloved the world over. Speaking of Japan. And I've said this before, and you can probably back me up on this. In Japan, I believe either it's Christmas Day or New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, or maybe all of the above. But in Japan, people get dressed up to go to KFC.
Oh, I didn't hear about that. But I did hear that they actually order KFC for Christmas. So they have to pre-order it because they get so many orders.
Yeah. Well, because it's a delicacy.
Yeah.
It's a special thing. Now, I'm not saying that they ignorant or they broke or they're poor or something. That's why they love KFC. I don't know what it is, man. It just culturally, KFC, from what I understand, I could be wrong, but what I understand, KFC just kind of became like this beloved thing over in Japan and everywhere. And people get dressed up like they go into a goddamn 5-star Michelin restaurant to go to KFC and eat. For a special occasion. Mm-hmm. They make reservations.
Yeah.
So not only are they making reservations for takeout, but they're making reservations to eat there like this shit is fine dining. Mm-hmm. So yeah, as much as KFC, and listen, I'm a person that likes variety. Like I believe that, yes, KFC is salty, but for me, that's part of the nostalgia for me because I grew up eating everything, and I grew up eating a hell of a lot of KFC. I love Popeyes. I think Popeyes is better. I think Popeyes, and for me, Popeyes is so much better. But just like with the Japanese, KFC got a special place in my heart. I grew up. Did you grow up eating KFC?
I didn't have that much KFC growing up, but coming here to the States, I did have Churches and Popeyes.
You had Churches?
Yeah.
Churches, at least in Waco, I don't know about everywhere else, Churches became pretty much the black people's chicken.
Really?
Yeah. Now that's me coming up. Like white people don't want to eat it. Yeah, because now some white people did. Don't get me wrong, but white people, white people who were really kind of uppity, kind of bougie, they were like, "Oh no, that's black food. I don't eat that." They didn't want to be associated with black people.
They're crazy. It's delicious.
It is delicious.
Yeah, those biscuits.
Those
too.
biscuits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They got these honey biscuits over at Churches.
Yes. That's what I was thinking. The main thing I was thinking about Churches.
Yeah, out of all these people. Now, I'm also kind of a biscuit connoisseur when it comes to chicken places. Out of all the ones, Popeyes, Churches, KFC, Popeyes got the best biscuits. Hands down, I believe. Because they got that honey biscuit thing going on.
Wait, Popeyes or Churches?
Churches.
Churches.
Did I say Popeyes?
Yeah.
I meant Churches.
Churches, yeah. It has that honey biscuit.
That was a test. You caught it. You passed. Yeah, somebody in the Twitch chat said, yeah, Churches was for us black folks in the Midwest. Yeah, man, there is. Listen, Dan, I'm asking you a question. I think Popeyes is better than KFC, but I grew up on KFC. My mom was bringing home KFC every week. I remember what I used to get. I used to get like because when I was about 13, 14, I could eat a lot. I got a 3-piece dinner, and I know, man, listen, I know this stuff isn't that good. You could tell those mashed potatoes are powdered and low quality, but I love it. I love it. And I would get coleslaw with it. That was what I would get at KFC. So I have this nostalgic thing going on for KFC because I think all of them have their place. Listen, if you can only eat so much Popeyes before you want something different, and that's when you go and try. For variety is good.
Yeah.
I think out of all of it though, Churches is the greasiest.
Yes, I believe so.
I gotta take a picture. I almost did this. I was just in Waco. There is a Popeyes, not Popeyes. There's a Popeyes in Waco, but there is a Church's Fried Chicken that is older than me. That Church's Fried Chicken has been there ever since ever since I can remember. Over in Waco, it's like it's about 2 minutes down the road from where I live, and that church has been there forever, man. That thing has been there. That church has almost raised me, as a kid.
Yeah.
Because we ate there so much, but yeah, it's I think that's why churches became known as black people food, because it was always the black part of town for certain people. I don't know. I just know that. I got to take a picture of this Church's Fried Chicken, man. It has been there. It's in East Waco. If you'll go to East Waco, go down Waco Drive, you're going to see it. And it has been there. It has been there for over 50 years. Some people don't even know that churches have been around for 50 years. I'm 54 years old. That thing is older than me over there. Shit, the grease is probably still from 50 years ago.
Yeah, for me, churches, when I was in Houston, Southeast, it was on the Hispanic side of town. So they didn't saw it as black people food because it was right there, like across the street.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of places where churches is just associated with black people. For better or for worse, so. Rob Zavy. Hey, Corey, if you could review an old TV show from your childhood, when would it be and why? Also, could we possibly get the cats on camera one day? Yeah, if the cats come up here, but when the cats mostly, and when I say cats, I got 2 cats now. Luther Vandross, who's the fat one. That's why I call her Luther Vandross. Yeah, I brought this cat here, and she was just a skinny. I don't know what I did, but her ass ballooned when she got in here.
Yeah, that cat is fat.
Yeah, right?
I saw her. I'm like, woo. And she doesn't like to be touched.
She doesn't?
I try to pet her and stuff. It's just like she does, but after a while, she's like, get away from me.
You know why?
Why?
You didn't have food. Yeah. Now, she hears you reaching that bag, she'll be all up on your ass. She'll be loving you like...
No wonder. She's like,
yeah.
I try to pet her, like, nah.
Yeah, she'll be up in your ass like a hoe. But Toffee, so that one cat, I don't know why, she doesn't come up here. That downstairs is just her domain. But I have another cat, and she loves Martin. So and she I think she loves Martin because she knows Martin don't like cats. Like Martin don't like animals. I was riding with Martin one day, and a squirrel jumped in the middle of the road and kind of ran back. So the squirrel jumped in the middle of the road and kind of realized like, oh shit, a car's coming, and then ran back for the grass. And Martin almost drove up into some people's yard trying to run over this squirrel. He's like, motherfucker. I was like, hey, Martin, what are you doing? Even the squirrel jumped up the tree like, God damn, man. Are you crazy? Yeah, Martin does not like animals, and he doesn't like cats. He told me about the time, because listen, we're an animal-friendly place here in Austin. Not just dog-friendly, we're animal-friendly. And there was, he told me about there was a cat. Because there's places you go to around here, you sit outside, there's a cat probably roaming around. Some cat came near the table where him and his wife were eating. He took a French fry and threw it at the cat.
For no reason?
Well, for a reason, yeah, he hates cats.
He wasted a fry on the cat?
Yeah. And the cat looked at him like, yeah, thank you for the fry, bitch. Yeah.
I know he doesn't like turtles. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, he don't like turtles. Martin, there's a horrible story about Martin killing a turtle. Like a turtle. Something happened where they were fishing, and I think a turtle kept eating their bait.
All the baits. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and so Martin just found a turtle that had nothing to do with anything. And she saw the turtle. He said he picked up a rock,
smashed
and the turtle was like, "No, I didn't do anything." And he came down on the turtle, man, and smashed this turtle like goddamn Super Mario or something, man. Yeah, and ever since then he's been known as a turtle murderer.
Ever since. It's never left. That story.
Yeah, Martin has never been able to like shed. He'll never live that down. Yeah, there's a turtle family where their father never came home that night. But That cat comes up here, and I would show you the cat, but the cat doesn't. The cat doesn't come to me. The cat goes to Martin, so I can hardly pick up the cat. Now the cat loves on me all day, but Martin's here. Shit, that's her man, and it's almost like the cat knows that Martin doesn't like cats, and so she's just kind of. This is a challenge for her. She's like, "You gonna love me," and she is breaking Martin down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Martin. Yeah, Martin. Yeah, Martin stops. Yeah, I've been talking to Martin. Martin, he doesn't even pay attention to me. He's just been playing with the cat the whole time.
And then unlike last time when they actually bit him.
Yeah.
When the cat bit Martin.
And there's a time he picked up the cat and did that with him. So if I ever get a hold of the cat when she comes up here, yes, I will pick her up and I will show you the cat, but I have to get her first. A movie from my, if I could revive, not review, I read that wrong. If I could revive an old TV show from my childhood, what would it be? Wow. Let me think about that. Does it have to be now? What's the criteria here? I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know if we're talking about cartoons, or if we're talking about live action shows, prime time shows. Because I'm trying to think, man. If I had a show from my childhood, if you had a show from your childhood, that you could revive, what would you do?
Well, a lot of my shows from my childhood are getting revived anyway, so the answer is kind of like, which one hasn't been revived yet? Because I was thinking you were gonna say He-Man, but it's been revived
revived so many times.
Or Thundercats. I'm like, ooh.
All of that. Okay, if we're gonna go with cartoons, I'm gonna put something out there. And I wish I could show you the intro. I can't. See, this is the limitations of doing this on YouTube. I can show you a picture though. I don't know if anybody remembers this show called Galaxy Rangers. You don't remember this? Mm-mm. See, this is why it would be good. This is why I thought about this. I could pick something that everybody knows, and again, hit on your nostalgia, and be like, oh, yeah, I remember that show. No, I'm going to pick up something kind of obscure. There was this animated show from when I was a kid, and it was called Galaxy Rangers, and it was literally a space western. It was these space-age sheriffs who drove, they rode around on robotic horses. And the galaxy was the wild frontier. So we were going to other planets, and people were starting to colonize other planets. Now, why they go, with all this technology, why they colonize these other planets, and then we end up being like back in Western days? I don't know. We can travel light years while we living in fucking, wood saloons and shacks and shit. I don't know, but that's what it was. That was the gimmick there, is that the wild frontier was all these planets that we were colonizing, and you had the Galaxy Rangers going in, and they were like the sheriffs who were holding up the law. I remember it kind of being cool when I was a kid. They had a character named Goose who was a Clint Eastwood ripoff. It was back at that time also when, if you had a black character, they tried to make up for all the stereotypes they did a long time ago, so they made him extra smart. He was like the scientist, Yeah, and I forgot that. I think they had one guy with a robotic arm, but I would love to do that because it was a cool show and it was in syndication and not a lot of people remember it, and I just thought it was kind of a cool concept that they could have played with a little bit more. Had a great theme song, but yeah, I wish I could. And again, I wish I could play the theme song for you, but that's what I would do at this moment. Yeah, it was, man. Let me see here. Yeah, there's. Yeah, these it was cool. That's the character. That's a Clint Eastwood ripoff. Of course, this is the '80s, so the black dude had a Jerry curl. Oh, let me see here. Yeah, it was a fun show at the time. That's what I would do at the moment. Let's go to another question here. This is Dive himself. What is the craziest thing that you've ever experienced at the theaters while watching a movie? Oh, man. I can tell you what somebody else experienced. I'm trying to think, what did I experience while watching a movie? I really haven't. Okay, mine is tame. I'm gonna give you two things. Okay, I can tell you the craziest thing. And this was cool. So, during one of the movie screenings that we had, these people just let their kids. And I'm trying to think, what was the movie? It was a Frank Oz movie. When Frank Oz is Miss Piggy's, the guy that does Miss Piggy's voice and Grover and all that kind of stuff. He's the Muppet guy, but he was doing some live action films, and this it was some more mature or adult oriented movie that we were watching. And I say this because it wasn't really rated R, but it was like, you know, it was something that kids wouldn't be interested in. So these kids were bored. These little toddlers, and they were getting up and they were playing in front of while the movie was going on. These kids were playing in front of the screen, like they're at fucking home or something. And people were like, quiet, can you get your kid? And finally somebody yelled out, you know, and it was a woman I knew. She was a critic in town, a woman named Marge Bumgarden. She finally just yelled, get your fucking kids. This is not your house. I'm going to go get the manager. And these people got up. Now, you talk about being entitled. These people got up, and they're going to get attitude with the whole crowd. Because the crowd just started. The crowd, like, yeah, you know, she pretty much turned the theater into a mob. Yeah, get your fucking kids, man. We're trying to watch the movie. Sit down. You know, and at this moment, they didn't give a shit. That was a real fuck them kids moment. Because nobody cared about trying to be nice to these kids. You know, at this moment, people were pretty much like, yeah, when they were saying, sit the fuck down, they were yelling at the kids. Because the parents were sitting down, the kids were just running amok. And so finally the parents get up, and they gather their kids like they should have done in the first place, and they're going to turn around and look at the audience, and they tell their kids, now they're talking about kids who are like 5, 6 years old. Come on, let's get out of here. These people are assholes. And then they leave. And as they're walking out, the whole theater burst into applause. We didn't know what the fuck was going on with the movie anymore. We were more entertained by the show that was going on down here. That's probably the craziest thing that I've ever seen at the theater. And it was a great moment. It was a moment where the whole theater finally took initiative to make some entitled, annoying person leave, force them out. Yeah, these people pretty much embarrassed after that, as they should have been, and still tried to take it out in the audience. Now, that's my crazy experience. It might have been some others, but that's what I remember right now. Now, the one that happened with somebody else is something that I wish happened to me, but it's not my story. It's my friend Trey. Trey, you know Big Pretty?
Yeah,
Trey?
from Houston.
From Houston.
Yeah.
So Trey, he went to go see... He went to take his little girl to go see one of the SpongeBob movies. This is a while back. Some old SpongeBob movie. You ever heard this story?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know.
Yeah.
So some of you you might have heard the story, but some of you probably have not. So he went to go take his girl to see the SpongeBob movie. And while he's sitting there, he noticed in front of him that there was this little Mexican dude. I'm not lying. This is how he described it. Little Mexican dude with a fur coat on and kind of a big hat, and then there was this kind of hefty white woman sitting next to him. And the imagery alone, he was like, okay, this is crazy. But then as they were watching the movie, he heard the guy look up at the woman and say, bitch, I'm hungry. And this is a SpongeBob movie, y'all. So this woman picks up a hot dog, and the guy just leans over, and she just starts feeding him the hot dog. The man don't lift his hands. I don't even think he stopped looking at the movie. But he turned his head, opened his jaw, and she just fed him the hot dog. He chewed it, swallowed it, sat there for a little bit, and then Trey said the next thing he said was, bitch, I'm thirsty. So she picked up a cup and put the straw in. And again, he without turning from the movie, he just turned his head, opened his mouth, and the woman put the straw in his mouth, and he just, he took a sip or two, and then when he was done, she picked up a rag and our towel and wiped his mouth, and they just went back to watch SpongeBob. And Trey's like, what the fuck is going on? So we're all assuming that this was okay, check this out, y'all. There's a little Mexican pimp who took his big white hoe to go see SpongeBob, because he said they didn't have any kids.
It was just them.
Yeah, it was just this pimp watching SpongeBob with one of his hoes.
Hey, maybe they're big fans. You never know.
Boy, that SpongeBob fan base is
Yeah.
crazy, man. And everything, and sometimes when I'm eating, I've never met the little pimp, but sometimes I'm eating, and as I'm about to take a bite, I hear in my head, "Bitch, I'm hungry." Oh man, I wish that was my story, but it's not. I wish I was there, but it was not mine. Let me see what we got here. Oh, let's see here. If I forget somebody, let me know. This is from Lifeboy, 8759. Corey, would you rather be locked in a room with Fleece Johnson for 24 hours, or visit Magic Johnson's crib during mosquitoes? Man, what the fuck you talking about? I'd rather be ate up by all those mosquitoes and hanging around with Fleece Johnson. If y'all know who the fuck Fleece Johnson, do you know who Fleece Johnson is?
The booty warrior.
The booty, man. You ask me, do I want to be in a room with the booty warrior or some mosquitoes? I'll be in those mosquitoes for a week before I'm in a room with Fleece Johnson for 15 minutes. Yeah, Fleece Johnson's the booty warrior.
So why mosquitoes with Magic Johnson? That's not how you get AIDS. That's like,
No, that you don't get AIDS
you don't
that
get
way.
AIDS from that. Like,
That's
what
right.
kind of?
I didn't make the connection.
Yeah, what kind of sexual
you don't-
education
you,
is
you
that?
don't get AIDS from mosquitoes after they bit Magic Johnson.
That's.
Now, if that was the case, okay, that's a good question because I forgot to think about the AIDS thing. AIDS don't work like that.
No, they do not.
Yo, ignorant ass. But listen, let's just say that it did work that way. Then I would take my chances with Fleece Johnson. Now, Fleece Johnson said we can do this the easy way or the hard way. I know I can take Fleece Johnson. I beat his ass. And that's probably like, that's what I want. We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
The choice is yours.
The choice is yours. Well, I'm making the choice right now. It would be very much the hard way. And I ain't talking about hard dick, all right? I know what y'all thinking right now. It would be very much the hard way. I know. Maybe years ago I couldn't, but I know in my current state right now, I beat the shit out of him. But I tell you what, if he was gonna get this ass right here, he would very much earn it. Because I would make it. Believe me, that would be something that he would have to like work very hard to get.
I'm not going down without a fight.
I can do it. No, hell no. Yeah, I'd choke his ass out. I'd choke his ass out and stick something up his ass. Not my dick though. No, this dude, no. The booty one. Cartoon gave $2. Thoughts? Man, these are disappearing, and I don't know why.
Yeah, mine kept disappearing for a while.
I don't know why. Listen, if I forgot to get your question, please email me. I forgot to tell y'all, email me. kcoolmans@gmail.com. That's KCOOLMANZ@gmail.com. I'm sorry about this. I don't know why these questions keep disappearing.
I can screenshot them and.
Can you screenshot them, please?
Yeah, but mine disappeared too. Like I was wondering, like why I'm clicking stuff and like we're trying to refresh it, but it's just like they keep disappearing.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
All right, let's see.
This is from Jesus Jimenez. Can you please $10 by the way? Can you please do a movie review of the animal Rob Schneider? Yes, I know, and I don't know when, but I know that the animal is going to be a roast one day.
Didn't you guys did that one, the animal?
No, we just did the hot chick.
No, I'm pretty sure you guys did it. You know when he
No, we have not. No, man, listen, I'm telling you, we have not done the animal yet. But that will be a roast one day. Cause that one is it's just a matter of time.
Because I remember he was looking at, I think the chick that he was working with, and then he looked and he had those animal sounds, and he did like that screaming.
Boy, you thinking of Inspector Gadget?
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah.
Because I started...
That's animalistic in his own way, but yeah.
Okay.
Let me see here. Let me see what else we got. This is somebody just gave something just because they're being nice. Amir Kamal, hey DT crew from London. Hope you guys are doing well. Hey, I'll be in London on January 28th. I'm gonna be there for the weekend. So I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna go to somebody's birthday party. But yeah, if you're around, let me know. Let's see here. All right, I'm trying to catch up on ones that I might have missed. We're all so generous right now. This is $10 from RJMC McKenzie. Hey, Corey, I've been a fan since the 7th grade. The 7th grade, JV. Will you and Martin come to my country, Canada, and do a live tour? And what's your favorite Nicktoon from the 2000s? From the 2000s, what was out in the 2000s? Was Rocco out in the No, that's 1990s.
That's the 90s, yeah. 2000s. The Fairly Odd Parents, SpongeBob.
Was Courage? 2000?
Courage, that's cartoon. That's Cartoon Network.
Oh, that's Cartoon Network.
Courage the Cowardly
Then
Dog.
Fairly Odd Parents.
That's Nickelodeon.
Okay, that counts, right?
I think so, because I think it's 1999 came out, just like SpongeBob. So I think it does count 2000s.
I'm gonna say Fairly Odd Parents if we're going for 2000s.
No, so I love that show.
Oh, okay. I almost told this story. I'm not sure if you remember the story of when an AMC theater gave you that horrible chicken Cobb salad, but if you do, you should be reanimated, and you don't want to see that. Yeah, I went to. Man, AMC, they're trying to come across as something like the Alamo Drafthouse or, one of these what do you call them? These premier what would you, this premier movie going experiences where you go there, they have cocktails, nice cocktails, they have gourmet food. What do they call that kind of dining experience? Anyway, sort of a boutique movie going experience they have going on. But man, I went there and they had I ordered a Cobb salad because if you look at the picture, boy, that lettuce is a delicious, vibrant green. They had juicy red tomatoes in there, bacon, and I don't even eat bacon, but they made the bacon look good. The perfectly sliced boiled eggs, crumbles. It's almost like they perfectly sprinkled blue cheese crumbles around the salad. And so I ordered that because I didn't want to order just regular movie food. I didn't want to order a big greasy burger or anything like that. I was trying to be healthy. I don't want no chicken strips, fried food, or anything like that. And in the picture, it's all served on a nice platter. The only thing that was missing was that silver lid that they put over food. So when they bring the food to you. So when they came and brought me my food, I immediately knew something was wrong because it was in a cardboard bowl with a plastic lid over it. You know how you like when you go to a gas station and they serve food like that. I opened that shit up. First of all, there was no tomatoes in there at all. They had that lettuce was just as soggy, that lettuce was almost. It looked like that lettuce had been out for 2 weeks. You could tell. You ever seen lettuce when the ends are getting slimy?
Yeah.
Yeah, the lettuce was turning us into algae. It was turning to slime. Mm-hmm. The shit looked like Swamp Thing when I opened it up. It looked nothing like what I ordered. If there was an egg in there, I couldn't find it. It was just, and I think they even brought me the wrong salad because when I got it, I got a Cobb salad. When I got it, it just had some sprinkles of Parmesan on there and some Caesar dressing. So he even brought me the wrong salad. So yeah, that lesson learned. AMC, the AMC ain't no boutique theater, okay? As much as they're trying to come across. Mm-hmm. Get the burger. Should I had known, I just would have ate bad that day.
And for that price, it's expensive going
for that
there.
Price.
Yeah.
You ever seen algae that grows in the side of a fish tank? That's what that fucking bowl looked like. A snail wouldn't even eat that shit. Mm-hmm. It was terrible. Oh, let me see here.
Do you want me to go back to the top of some questions we might have missed?
This is from Mark Murders. Did you get that package that I sent you? Julian opened up on air a while back. I did not. He sent $10. I did. Look, I'll check with Julian, but if I did, I don't know what it was. He might have, and I'm sorry. I've been catching up on a lot of things. Oh, let me see here. Oh, this is from Serenity Autumn. Hey y'all, happy holiday. She gave $5 just to say, what are your top three favorite albums right now? Oh man, albums. Oh, I don't know. Well, Serenity, here's the thing. I don't listen to albums too much, but because I listen to a lot of singles. But I think I've been loving Tyler the Creator's latest album. Let me see here. I don't even know the name of the album. But yeah, that one right. Is it Don't Tap on the Glass? I that album right there. Yeah, Don't Tap on the Glass. That album's really good. That album's really good. If you haven't heard that album, have you heard that album?
Mm-mm.
Listen to it. It's a really good album, man. And it's not all of it's just is hip hop. Like he has a cool '80s throwback on there called Ring Ring Ring. It's a real cool '80s dance number track. What other albums am I listening to? Oh, I'm trying to look at my playlist. There's the other album that I listened to is the latest album from Late Night Alumni. Let's see what that album's called. Here, I'll just show you know what? I'll show you my list. I'll break up my Spotify so you can see that. So you can see what I'm listening to. Oh, let's see. Let's see what have I been listening to here. So if you go to my home here, where is it? Yeah, so here it is. So here's some of the albums I'm listening to. I'll just go through. There, I told y'all. So there's Tyler the Creator, Don't Tap on the Glass. I'm listening to Kid Cudi. Listen to that album. I guess it's called Free. That's the Late Night Alumni album that I'm listening to. It's called Portals Polarides. Listening to the latest Man I Trust album right there. And for Christmas, I always pull out that Charlie Brown boy.
That's the only one I recognize.
That Charles Brown right there, man. Mm-hmm. Old Chuck. Yeah, Christmas ain't Christmas without old Chuck right there, man. So Charlie Brown Christmas is always there. That's an artist named Mac Bain. The album I've been listening to, but the album's all right, but they got a song on there. If you don't know Mac Bain, go listen to this song called Stony the Bear. I think it's the last song on the album, and it's like I think it's the best song on the album. So yeah, man, this is what I've been listening to. So you can see my playlist right here. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff on there. So there you go. Also, I've been listening to Kaytranada's latest album. It's not on there. It was at one time. So yeah, those are my listening habits as of late. This is from Cartoon. I sent this earlier, but thoughts of Marty Supreme. When will the review come out? And thoughts on Timmy promoting the movie. Okay, so I'll tell you right now, I don't know anything about Timothée Chalamet promoting the film. I heard he stood on top of the dome in Las Vegas. If that's what you're talking about, I think he's the first person to do it. Cool. I'm just glad his ass didn't fall off. Let me see here. Marty Supreme promotion. But the review is coming out tomorrow. So today we did our review of Stranger Things. And I went in there just talking about, I'm kind of in agreement on people. Go watch the video if you want. Let me see here, put in promotion for Marty Supreme. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're referring to, but yeah, I'm trying to see okay. So there he is. He stood on top of the dome, I think. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. There it is. So there's a Marty Supreme. They lit up the dome with Marty Supreme right there. I think he's still on top of it, and then you got damn blimps going around and everything with the title on there. So I don't know too much about the promotion. I just heard about that recently, but. As far as the movie goes, well, I would say something, but look for the review tomorrow. So that's coming up tomorrow. We would have put it up today, but our Stranger Things video is doing pretty good right now. And I will tell you about Stranger Things since you go watch it right now. Yeah, I hate to be that guy, man, but I'm kind of in agreement with people that it's just not that good if you ask me. Not for me. I'm not into it right now. I don't think the writing is good on it. I think it's very repetitive, and I think it's running way too long. As I said, some kids are supposed to be 7 years old, and damn 35 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, these damn kids, some of them in high school, they're looking like grown ass men now. Nah, I'm just, and I'm not trying to. I know people are complaining. I don't want to seem like I'm following a trend. I've actually been pretty held back because I thought everybody was loving it, so I didn't say anything. Let me see. Here's our review right here. I'll just show you right now.
It would make more sense if they did like a time jump. But if you're binge watching the show and they're still in middle school, apparently, like that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Let me see here. I've actually
For me to do that.
held back because I thought everybody was loving it. All right, there we go. Yeah, this is our Stranger Things. I can't show that right there, but this is some of my review right here.
Good enough excuse there. And Bigman's like, huh? I don't have a shit.
Hey, you're learning nothing from that. I thought that I was gonna say something of significance, but I think with Stranger Things, and I know you didn't ask this question. I'm kind of veering off, but Stranger Things, I do feel like some people are going pretty hard on it because of a gay coming out scene in the film. I mean, the show, but I do agree with people that the show's kind of falling off a little bit. Yeah, it's time to go.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to let the things go.
It fell off like during season 4. They just kept stretching, and those episodes were an hour and 30 minutes. I'm like, come on, you gotta wrap it up.
Somebody said the Tron Ares soundtrack is good. It is. It's probably better than the movie, if you ask me. And I didn't I didn't hate the movie. I thought the movie was all right. This is from E.J. Brown. Corey, I have got a question. He gave $5 for this. I got a question. He says, I have not got a question. He says, it's more of a thank you to you and the DT crew for mixing comedy with your reviews. Your Cobra Kai fake cat clip, God bless. Oh, they threw his ass to somebody was outside making cat sounds, and this dumbass kid is like, oh, y'all have a kitty. He went outside to go pet the cat, and then next thing you see his ass getting thrown through a window. Cobra Kai is insane. I got to watch the end of that because I kind of lost interest in that too because it was getting crazy because these kids were committing felonies. Like these kids were about to kill each other out in public, and almost killing some adults. They break out in gang fights. Like they put this town in chaos, and I was like, man, okay, this is getting a little too ridiculous for me.
I mean, the last 2 seasons got ridiculous. They were like fighting in public. Then later on, they had the big tournament, the Sentai Hentai, whatever it was called, the Mortal Kombat of of karate.
It was getting crazy, man. Again, somebody asked, Brother Woody and Company. He says $5. Have you seen Marty Supreme? Just answered that. Yes, I have. The review is coming out tomorrow. I will tell you about it, but I'd rather you look at the review. Let me see here. This is from Horror, Sci-Fi, and Beyond. If I could see, he didn't put anything there. He just says, if could. I guess you mean me. If you could see any dead musical artist in concert, who would it be? Easy. Hands down.
Mm-hmm.
Who you going to think I'm going to say?
Prince.
I've seen Prince.
Oh, or MF Doom.
Never seen MF Doom. That's a good one, but no.
Mm.
But yes, I would. But that wasn't going to be my first answer. You got one more guess.
Michael Jackson.
Damn, that's a good guess. But no. I haven't seen Michael Jackson, but that would be a good one. But no. If I could see any musical artist that's dead right now and see them perform while they were alive, it would have been Jimi Hendrix. Or it would be Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix is probably my favorite musician of all time. Because Jimi Hendrix, almost any modern rock or R&B guitar sound, you can trace that back to Jimi Hendrix's genius. Jimi Hendrix, I would rather see him more than anybody because I think Jimi Hendrix created sounds that nobody had heard before. You talk about genius. Jimi Hendrix was a genius, a complete genius. I mean, the man, his singing abilities, debatable, but his talent for not only playing guitar but writing music, unmatched. The man was brilliant. The man was a complete, and I don't say this with any kind of exaggeration or hyperbole. The man was a genius, and yeah, so I'd rather, yeah, this is the guy. If I could see anybody, it would be him. You got anybody?
I want to say Michael Jackson because apparently he was a great performer, but I just never saw him live because I was like born in '89 and didn't have money until now to actually see musical, you know, shows.
Yeah, no, that's a great answer. I wish I had seen Michael Jackson. I had a chance at one time and didn't take it. And I regret it. But yeah, I saw Prince, and I've seen a lot of people. But I saw David Bowie.
Oh, that and Queen, Freddie Mercury.
That would have been great too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Jimi Hendrix for certain, man, is my number one answer right there. Yes, even more than Michael Jackson, and I hold Michael Jackson in the highest regard. Although Martin set me straight one day because a lot of people don't want to admit this, you know. But look, I'm not trying to compare, but who's the better musician? And between Michael Jackson and Prince, and it's Prince. Prince played multiple instruments. Prince was another genius when it came to writing songs and playing instruments. Michael Jackson's the better performer. Mm-hmm. Prince is the better musician. I believe that, that's, you can say that's opinion, but I don't know how many instruments Michael Jackson played, but Prince played multiple, and he wrote all these songs, man. Michael Jackson had a lot of his songs written for him. You know? I don't know what instruments he played, if any, but Michael Jackson is a genius performer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't, that man's talent is unmatched.
And then when he tried to write his own songs, it was bad. That was not actually bad, like the song bad.
Oh, yeah. Did he write bad?
I think so, because the lyrics are not that great. It's a cool song, cool video, but the lyrics are not that,
Man, what is going on with this? I can't find, and I hate this, man. Sometimes in the chat, it'll refresh and old questions will go away, and I really hate that, man. Let me see here. This is let me see if I can. I think maybe if I go over here, I'll find. Okay, I think I can get some questions over here. Okay, I got it. I think I got it. Okay, this is from Horror Fan for Life. Corey, did you see anything cool on the RE set, Resident Evil set? Monsters, costumes. As I'm a fan, I'm curious if you had any insight. Hope it's going to be dark and scary. So, like I said, man, I hate to be that kind of person where I come out and it's like, well, I can't tell you anything, but I just don't know what I can say. So I just kind of refrain from giving any kind of details. I will tell you, yes, it was cool. It was very cool. Of course, it was cool. Yeah, it was amazing. And did I see any monsters? Kinda. I'll have to tell you about that when I think I can, or when the movie comes out. But I kinda saw a creature in a way. But I'll just say this, man. They were shooting on location, and they were shooting out in the open, and they had built some sets out in this snowy open, and it was freezing cold, but it was a lot of fun watching them shoot, man. They had these lights out there that kind of looked like spaceships because it was foggy out there, and they didn't make the fog. It was just kind of like that, and it was just kind of eerie and kind of creepy being out there out in the middle of nowhere with this fog going, and they had these lights just and I don't even know how they were set up and how they were built to where they look so high and look so big, but they looked like spaceships coming down, and they were just there the whole time, and it just kind of lit up the whole area that we were in, and we were out there because I stayed most of the time because they even said, "Are you going to be around all night? We would like for you to hang out." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll be here." So I was kind of stuck there, from like 4 p.m. till 3 in the morning. It was a long shoot. And I was out there for 3 days. On the third day, I didn't stay that long because I had to catch a flight the next day, and I wanted to actually see some of Prague before I left. But yeah, man, I'll just say this: making movies is no joke, man. When you see how, like, the conditions these people were shooting in, I already told you it was muddy, and it was just, and when you walked around, your feet just sank into the mud. It was almost like the mud was sucking your leg in. It was freezing. It was, and it was extra cold because it was nighttime, so no sun was out. So when you see these people making movies under these conditions, you really respect the filmmaking process, and you don't. I can tell that, like, the person who was acting, I can't say who it is, but the person who was acting, they didn't have a trailer they were going to. They weren't sitting up there being pampered the whole time. They were on standby, just waiting for them to call the next shot, or they're waiting for them to come out, because you have to be on standby. So you're just waiting on this person to just come out there and and get very physical. We're talking about somebody that had to roll around on the ground and be yanked up by cables and all this out there in the freezing cold. These people earn their money, man. So don't think that this is Hollywood bullshit where these people are going out there and they're getting pampered and filmmaking is easy, especially if you're an actor. Man, at least under these conditions. Like I said, I see why Adam Sandler turns every movie into a vacation. Because that shit is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the right conditions to be in when you want to go out there and shoot a movie. I totally understand now. I was talking about his ass before, but I was like, hey, smart, man. Make some money and take a vacation instead of doing all that crazy shit. Yeah, I get it. Let me see here. Freddie Gibbs, Alfredo 2. I like that album. That album was on my playlist at one time. This is from Armada. Check out Freddie Gibbs. I did. Salada is one of my favorite songs off that album. Yeah, Freddie Gibbs. Y'all know Freddie Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs, when people talk about hip-hop right now and talking about how hip-hop kind of fell off, he's one of the musicians that you should go look at and listen to if you think that lyricism is gone or production is gone, music is gone, rhythm, like a melody is gone. Like Freddie Gibbs is a great artist, man. I love his collaboration. I don't know if any people know an artist named Madlib out there. Madlib is a guy who makes beats. It's sad because his house burned down in the LA fires not too long ago, but he did a collaboration with Madlib. They even did a Tiny Desk concert together. Let me see if I can find this. Freddie Gibbs, Madlib, Tiny Desk. Go watch that Tiny Desk performance. Let me see here. Yeah, there it is, right there. Go watch that, man. Freddie Gibbs is a great artist. Let me see what else we got. Oh, this is from Fitness and Foolishness. Hey, that's kind of me right now. I think I'm foolish and fit. We have the foolishness tonight, by the way, on What Up, Son. Whatever happened to Danielle? Man, Danielle is cool. Danielle's. I keep up with Danielle every now and then, but Danielle just kind of moved on. Danielle, she moved back to Dallas. I believe not Dallas. It was Florida. She moved back to Florida. She's engaged to a guy, nice guy. I met him. And she kind of parlayed into doing this, I think, not construction, maybe construction business. I think her husband, or soon-to-be husband, works in some sort of construction. And she's helping with the sort of the business side of that with him, I believe. So Danielle's she's doing fine, though. She's doing great. She's doing just fine. Let me see here. What else we got? Hey, Corey, one of my favorite Halloween movies is Return of the Living Dead, 1985. Did you ever review it or roast it? And what did y'all think? So, Night of the Living Dead, 1985. Is that what I think it is? 1985. So you're talking about Return of the Living Dead. You ever see Return of the Living Dead?
I have not.
Man, Return of the Living Dead is hilarious and very iconic. So this thing about zombies eating brains?
Mm-hmm.
That came from Return of the Living Dead.
Really?
Yeah, the whole thing about zombies eating brains, and then they got this character called Tarman, which is like a zombie that had his skin melted. That's from Return of the Living Dead. Yeah, Return of the Living Dead is hilarious, man. The whole premise is it's kind of meta in a way. So it says, what if Night of the Living Dead, the George Romero original, what if that was actually a true story, but the government covered it up? And then turns out that night, of course, these people fuck up and end up releasing this gas that brings the dead back to life. And and then for some reason the zombies, they eat brains because it helps with their pain. And it is freaky, man, because everything comes to life. They get a gas leak. I think that's why we're talking about it, because they're working in this. Get these two guys who are working in a morgue, and I think they're working with in this facility where it was said that rumored to be that this is where Night of the Living Dead happened, and what if what if that was true, and what if it happened again, and then they have a gas leak that night, and this chemical that brings the dead back to life starts again reanimating corpses, and everything comes to life. Every body part comes to life. Like if you chop off a hand, the hand is still moving and trying to kill you. And like they had this I forgot, this cadaver of a dog, like this dog that's cut in half. I guess you study the organs, and the dog starts barking and coming back to life. It is written by the guy that wrote I believe the guy that wrote Alien. The guy that wrote Alien wrote this. But it's kind of a horror comedy. They did a sequel to it. Let me see here. Return of the Living Dead. Let me see. Dan O'Bannon. Dan O'Bannon, I think, is one of the writers of Alien, and he wrote Return of the Living Dead. So, yeah, if you haven't checked it out, man, we haven't reviewed it. We haven't done a roast of it. I wouldn't roast it. I'd review it because I think it's a classic. I think it's really funny. But yeah, I remember when I saw that movie, man. That was back in the day when. Now check this out. So I saw this when I was like 16, maybe 15. And this is back in the day when your parents. And I don't know if any of y'all have ever experienced this. Back in my day, this always happened. If it was a rated R movie going on, all you had to do was have your parents or some adult who said they were your parent or guardian drop you off and say, "Yeah, I said they could go in," and then they just let you go into a rated R movie. You didn't have to be with your parents or guardian. Somebody just had to vouch for your ass at the box office. So they would just come up and tell some teenager who didn't give a fuck. They're like, they're my kids. They can go in. I said they could watch this, and then the person would be like, okay, and then they just let you ass. They'll let your ass in, and you go there and watch a movie, man. I don't think you can do that today, but yeah, man, we saw so many rated R movies back in the day because our mama just dropped us off and just said, yeah. Because the parents want to get rid of you sometimes. Parents, you get on their fucking nerves, and they had an excuse to get you out the house for a little while. So yeah, your parents, our parents, they didn't give a fuck if it was a rated R movie or not. They were very happy to just get rid of us. So they would just drop us off and pick us up after the movie was done. And that happened all the time. We probably saw movies we shouldn't have been watching that young, man. Because I remember I was kind of like the oldest among my friends, and we would go to rated R movies all the time. Like when I was 17, I think you were supposed to be 18 to go see a rated R movie, maybe 17. But I remember taking half the neighborhood kids to go see Predator because I had a car, and I could drive, and I had a bunch of friends that were like, because I was like 17, I had a bunch of friends that were like 13, 14. But man, we saw. Like I remember this is the one where I thought, man, our parents should not have probably let us go see this movie. There was a movie from 1985 called Demons. Right here. It's a fun movie if you've never seen this before. This movie Demons, though, man, it's got. It's one of those Italian horror movies, and I think it's a movie theater where a demon curse breaks out, and everybody who gets scratched, or it's like a zombie thing, like a zombie plague. Everybody gets scratched a bit, and they turn into a demon. And earlier I was telling you about a pimp that went to go see SpongeBob. This movie hit. This movie, Demons. So in the movie theater, for some reason, there was a pimp who brought his hoes to come see a movie, and I remember the pimp being the smartest one out of the group, because the movie had sex and everything. We should not have been watching this, but I remember we thought it was badass because there was the pimp. Of course, he was black, and and one of his hoes got infected. So he was the one that told everybody, "Listen, everyone, you know the deal. It's not hard to figure out. Anyone who gets infected becomes a demon. Now we've got to work together." And it's like, oh shit, this is a super pimp right here. This pimp was leading everybody, man. Let me see if I can find this guy. Demons movie, Pimp. Yeah, I was a bald head black guy. Kind of like Martin. Yeah, that's him. Tony. Tony the Pimp. There he is. I knew I was remembering this right. Yeah, and there he is with his hoes, man. Yeah. Yeah, somebody says he's a small business owner. Yeah, I love that name, Tony the Pimp. Look at that. He's all decked out. Got that handkerchief with them polka dots on it and everything. Yeah, this shit. One of his hoes like Rick James. Yeah, but I remember, my mom dropped the neighborhood kids to go. She dropped us off to go see that, and that's one of the times I realized, because we were all looking at each other like, we have a good time, but we should not be watching this movie, man. Because I remember Tony the Pimp. I think he fucked one of his chicks in the movie theater, or maybe it was another dude. Yeah, this movie's badass stuff. You never seen Demons? It's pretty cool. Let me see here. What else we got? Oh my god. Oh no.
Refreshed again.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm sorry if I missed. Really, if I missed some, hey, email me your questions. I don't know why. I don't know why this keeps refreshing, man. Hi Corey. Any chance for a top 10 for 2025? This is from Carlo Escobar. Escobar. $10. The 2024 didn't make it to YouTube. I think I was out of town or something. And I'm going to try to get caught up on some films for 2025 best. We did do our worst stuff. Well, Martin has his coming up. I did my worst stuff for 2025. And video did pretty well. Oh, man, I am so sorry about this thing refreshing all the time. Oh, let me see here. Oh, here's an idea. This is from Sienna Roma. Top 10 foolishness funny moments of 2025. That could be something for What Up Son. The only thing that's hard about that is that there's so much goddamn foolishness to kind of to just sift through.
Dude, just 10?
Yeah, man. Listen, if y'all could give me some ideas for a top 10 foolishness for 2025, y'all got to help me with that, because that's a lot of stuff. I do think it would be fun. Let me see here. This is from Belladonna Chronicles 3366 or 69. Ooh. Jimi Hendrix went to Garfield High School in Seattle, like Quincy Jones. And let me see here. JS had a hard time fitting in at school. Do you mean Jimi Hendrix? Jimi Hendrix had a hard time fitting in at school, I'm told. As most geniuses do, because they're thinking way above everybody else and not the average person. Speaking of pimps, man, I got a nice coat. If we go get something to eat, I got this other coat I'm gonna wear.
Mm-hmm.
I was just told by somebody, well, you're never gonna be able to wear this stuff because you're in Texas, and bam, it got cold in there. So you saw I put my pimp coat on last night. Mm-hmm. I got another one. Let me see here. Whoa. Okay, wait a minute. No, I don't know what this is. Do you know what currency MXN is?
That's Mexican pesos.
Okay, so this is probably what, $2 right here. That's 100 MXN.
That's like $5.
$5. Okay.
Yeah, that's
right.
maybe
whoa.
Yeah, maybe less.
Hey, Corey, any chance of a top 10 for 2025? Oh, I just read that. That came from Carlo Escobar. Let me see here. Man, y'all go so fast with these, and I appreciate it. $2 from Carnage Rage. Hey, Corey, remember Mobile Suit Gundam? Yeah, I do, man.
The anime?
The anime.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember Mobile Suit Gundam. I wasn't huge fan, but I do remember it. And here's the crazy thing: anime is becoming so popular now that it's starting to show up in sports. So Marcos just showed me like some football team.
The Texans.
The Texans made a big what is it? What's his name? In the orange suit.
I'm not that big into sports. I don't know.
With the anime.
Naruto.
Naruto or something.
Yeah.
I think.
Naruto.
Naruto. Yeah. They made a big Naruto reference. So
yeah.
But Mobile Suit Gundam, yeah, man. That's kind of old school anime right there. Yeah. I remember Mobile Suit Gundam, man. I was into, like I said, it's crazy to see what's happening with anime because I used to be into anime heavy. And I used to love anime because I love animation, but I got tired of, I love Disney because I love all animation. I love Disney. I grew up on Hanna-Barbera. Don't get me started on Looney Tunes. But I really just wanted to see more adult-oriented animation. I got tired of seeing the kid stuff. And here in America, we just had that stigma of animation only being for kids. Unless, you had exceptions like Ralph Bakshi, things like that. But Japanese have a whole different history with anime and comic books. Because when we dropped the bomb on them and they got back on their feet, they were into kind of cheaper forms of entertainment like comics or manga.
Yeah.
And then they started getting into, because of their love of manga, that went over into got crossed over to anime, animation. So yeah, man, I grew up on all kind of anime, man. And I remember Mobile Suit Gundam. I was more of a Robotech guy myself when I was coming up, and boy, don't even get me started on this show called Star Blazers. You remember Star Blazers?
I probably have. I just don't know.
No, you wait a minute. What I'm talking about? Of course you wouldn't remember Star Blazers. You're way too young. But Star Blazers, I think it was called Spaceship Yamato. But we had it. So we had it syndicated over here, and they tried to pass it off as a kids show. So they tried to edit it down. But Star Blazers, some of the adult themes were still in there. And it was about Earth being bombarded by an alien planet, and we only had like a year to save the Earth. And so they took this, look, this is very Japanese. They took an old battleship and changed it into a spaceship, and it was kind of run like a battleship. Like I remember the guy Captain Avatar, there he is right there, and there's the spaceship. I mean, none of this make any fucking sense. That thing would never fly.
It's anime.
But it's anime.
Yeah.
Who cares, man? It was a cool idea. And so they had to travel to this planet. They had a year to get there to try to either negotiate or defeat these aliens who were attacking us. And it was cool, man, because people died on the show. They had complicated relationships. Like I remember one episode, they were about to leave our galaxy, and everybody had one more time to talk to you remember that show too? She getting choked up. No, everybody had one more chance to talk to their loved ones via this video comm link, and everybody. I remember everybody crying because they didn't know if they were going to be making it back. They wouldn't be able to talk to their loved ones anymore. And I remember one dude, I forgot what his name was, but he didn't have any family, and him and the captain didn't have any family either. And they had this whole really mature thing where they had dinner together, and because they didn't have anybody. And man, it was just things like that with the show that was really cool, like these really good character driven moments. And I remember they had this big cannon at the front, and you could only use it every now and then because it sucked up so much energy. So they had to charge it. And I remember like at times it would be suspenseful because they only saved it for the moments that they absolutely needed it. And so I remember they were being attacked, and they had to charge up the space cannon, and you didn't know if it was going to get charged up in time before they were attacked. Man, if y'all ever get a chance to watch the show, it's a badass show. If you're into anime and you're some old nostalgic anime, check out Star Blazers, man. Star Blazers was amazing.
So the show wasn't censored back then, or
No, it was, but I mean, you could only take out so much.
Yeah.
And you know, and so they left a lot of things in. They didn't realize that the kids were seeing a lot of things that were still left in there.
Yeah, back in the day, anime was really censored. So like, I don't know in the States, but in Mexico, like we would get the like the imports, and for the most of it, they would keep all the stuff in, like all the blood, all the killings.
Yeah, yeah.
But over
really?
here, like Toonami, I think is what it's called in Cartoon Network.
yeah.
They would edit it like Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon. I think Gundam too. And they would edit out so bad that it wouldn't really make any sense.
See, that's the thing, man. You know, they could only edit out so much of this show before it would make any sense. They left a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Read my top 10. This is from Carlos Escobar. Again, 80 pesos. Read my top 10 and share yours. His top 10 are 10, Begonia. 9, Naked Gun. 8, Eternity. 7, Neza 2. 6, The Long Walk. 5, Good Fortune. 4, Weapons. 3, AFAA. What is that? What is AFAA?
I have no idea.
2, Sinners. And 1, Better Man. Listen, I don't have my top 10 ready because I have to still see some things, but I think he meant, I don't know what FAA is. Anyway, I'll look it up later. But yeah, I still have some movies to watch. I'll just say this. Some of what you have on your list, we got some crossover. Somebody said, this is from Tim, $2. Did you cry like a bitch watching Hamnet yet? Man, we did a review of Hamnet. And Hamnet, you can watch that review on the members section, in the members section of YouTube, and I think on Patreon. I'm pretty sure on Patreon. But Hamnet is a movie where it's about Shakespeare, and it's about him meeting his wife and having a couple of kids, and one of his kids is the big influence for Hamlet, you know, his classic play, because his kid died. But I liked the movie. I was very moved by the end. I know there's some people, critics love it. Some other people are saying, the movie's kind of sappy and too long, and I'm not too crazy about it. It's really dry. It's kind of boring. I liked Hamnet. I didn't cry. It takes a lot for me to cry at movies now. But I was moved. I was and I'm going to tell you something. The thing that's supposed to make you cry, the scene with the kid dying is pretty excruciating, man, emotionally. I didn't cry. But I thought it got kind of sappy because they tried to make it slightly supernatural, like you see his ghost around and all this kind of stuff. I thought that was kind of cheesy, but I was really moved by the end of the movie when they put on the play Hamlet for the first time, and the crowd was really just sucked into it. And like I said, to me, I was like, wow, that's the power of theater. That's the power of performance. And I was really moved by that. But the kids in the movie are great. I was almost on the verge of choking up when the kid was dying. Cause I mean, who wants to see a fucking kid die? Because I won't say anything. I just say that the kid got sick and died kind of in agony, man. And listen, I told you the other day. I said, what did I say? I said I judge people by 3 things.
Oh yeah.
What I judge people by?
By how they treat animals.
Yes.
How they treat the servers.
Yes.
And I'm blanking on the third one.
What am I talking about right here?
Oh, kids.
Get it right, I'll kill the fucking dog. No, I judge people how they treat animals, how they treat people who wait on them and serve them, and I judge people how they treat kids. I'm very sensitive to kids and violence towards kids. So yeah, and animals too, man. I can't watch stuff where they just abuse animals. I really can't.
Who would want to hurt Pixie right there?
Me. We should get some like goddamn nerves. Let me see here. This is $5 from Debt for Dudes. You guys need to get together for a bad movie roast of Star Wars Rise of Skywalker and for Paul Blart Mall Cop. Paul Blart, definitely. I don't want to watch Star Wars again. It's just a Rise of Skywalker. That movie's so bad. I just don't want to watch it again. It's frustrating. It's just frustrating. And also, I think it'll just be it's a little too nerdy to kind of roast, man. And plus, I don't want people on my ass about this because you still got people who love Star Wars, and for whatever reason they like it, I don't. these days. I don't like at least the movies. I'm looking. I tell you, I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the Mandalorian movie.
And Grogu.
Yeah, like Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mandalorian Grogu looks like a lot of fun, but I'm not into the movies that they put out lately though. I'm just not in. Even some of the TV shows, man. I'm just not into it. Mark Murders, $5. Let's see here. Oh, speaking of giant robot anime, have you heard of Megas XLR? It was a parody of giant robot anime that aired on Cartoon Network back in the early 2000s. I have not.
I think it only had one season and it got canceled because of low viewership.
I did not see this. Let me see here. No, oh, you know what? I've seen this, but I don't know anything about it. I recognize this, but I did not. No, I did not watch it. Looks fun. I think. Let me see here. I mean, did you see it?
I saw a couple of episodes. It was all right. I didn't love it, but yeah, it was cool.
That's what it looks like from the look of it. It looks all right.
Yeah.
You know, I'll tell you what. I'd rather watch anime instead of watching this. Probably.
Did you ever watch an anime called Messenger Z? Messenger? I don't know how to.
No.
About a giant robot. It was from the 70s.
No, I had not ever heard of that. There's a lot of stuff from the 70s that I've never heard of before. This is again Dive himself, $5. What are your top 3 most uncomfortable, disturbing movies you've ever seen? Man, there's this movie that I watched. Okay, so definitely the movie where, what is it? The movie where they, what movie is it? Irreversible, where they have not only a scene where they rape a woman, it's like a 9-minute rape scene. I don't want to see this, but they also bash a guy's head in. They get so the movie's about revenge, and I guess the movie's about how revenge is bad, and so the woman's raped, and then these guys go out to find the person who did it, and the guy who did it, the guy that they think did it, he's an asshole, but it's the wrong guy, and they bash this dude's head in with a fire extinguisher.
Oh wow!
And I remember I was dating a girl at the time. She saw it and she called me crying. I thought something was wrong. She called me up, Corey, Corey, and I was like, "Shit, what happened? What happened? Tell me. Are you okay?" I just saw the most disgusting and crazy movie. I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "A movie." I was like, "It's just a movie. Get a hold of yourself." And then I saw the movie. Oh God! So yeah, man. The other movie I saw, I don't remember the name of this movie, but it was this movie about, and I think it had Vincent Gallo, but it was a movie about him trying to find this this woman. I don't remember a whole lot of details. This is years ago, but I think he's trying to track down this woman who's a vampire, and the woman, the way vampires work in this movie is they get off on sex. So they have that are at least a person being sexually aroused. So what they do is they lure a person in. Let me see if I can find this movie. Vincent Gallo vampire movie. So Trouble Every Day. Okay, I guess that's what it was called. Yeah, Trouble Every Day. This was a crazy movie, man, and I don't want to watch this movie again. This was a movie where, so these vampires, they lure somebody in with sex, and in order to like feed, they need for them to be sexually aroused at first, and then once they get them aroused, they just torture these people to death. So it's like a long scene of just killing someone, and I mean they're playing with this person while they're dying, and it's. Yeah, and there's 2 scenes in there, long torture scenes where they're like, just killing somebody while getting off on it. Yeah, and I didn't. Yeah, I wasn't. It's a well-made movie, but it's something I don't want to see again.
One of those films that is just torture porn.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, yeah. It's just, it just was not my thing, man. And the third one, I never saw a Serbian film, but I'm sure that would be on my list.
Didn't you guys said one time you guys saw Audition, and I think it was either you or Martin could not stand watching it.
Audition, I think, is a good movie. I mean, it got to me, but I don't, I don't. There was certain. I liked Audition. Audition's a movie where I don't want to say too much. You haven't seen it, but it starts out as one thing, and then it ends up being a kind of a gory horror film or thriller, if you will. But yeah, I can watch that one. The other movie that I guess I would put on the list is Man Bites Dog. And I guess I got this thing against like just raping movies, because Man Bites Dog is this movie where this documentary crew. Let me see if I can find this right here. This documentary crew is following this killer around. And I think this is a French film. So following this killer around, and they're watching him actually kill people. And some of it's disturbing, but you can kind of take it as a film, and it's a dark comedy. You know, you're well aware that it's a movie. They even kill kids and old women, but so they had two versions of this. So in the uncut version, which I saw, the scene that got it at NC-17 was the documentary crew follows. They all get drunk, including the killer, and they're just wandering the streets, just kind of out of control because they're wasted. And then they find this door that's open, and they go in, and this is a couple having sex. And so of course they go in, and then they start torturing the couple, kind of I guess emotionally or mentally torturing this couple. Mm-hmm. Like they're talking about how they're making a film, and the couple's like they're scared for their life, but they're making them smile for the camera while the couple's naked, and then they rape the woman while the guy's watching, and of course after it's all done they kill the couple. And I was just like, man, I don't want to see this shit. Some people get off on seeing these things. And I'm not even saying that they like violence or they like this. They like seeing people tortured. But some people, I guess they kind of do, because they see it as sort of this badge of honor that they could watch these kind of movies. It's edgy to watch these kind of films, and that's just not for me, man. I can take extreme violence in certain conditions when it's presented in certain ways. If it's a goofy horror film or something, or even if they're more serious, I can take certain things. When you start crossing over to raping women and killing kids and torturing animals, and that's not my thing, man. It's just not me. And I know some people they consider that a challenge to watch these things, and they're proud of it because they're watching it. I don't give a fuck, man. You can go, you can have it. I'm just not into that kind of stuff, man.
Yeah, same here. I never thought any of those films were kind of fun to watch. I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
Even the most gory ones, like Terrifier and all that stuff. Like, I get supposed to be a comedy, but still, like, it's just a bunch of people getting tortured for 2 hours.
I watch Terrifier, and I have to put myself in a certain frame of mind when I watch Terrifier. I have to watch Terrifier knowing that that this is pretty much torture porn. They're aware of it, and they like doing it because of the practical effects.
Mm-hmm.
And so I kind of put myself in a frame of mind like, okay, they're just trying to push the limits of practical effects, and I can deal with it that way. But even then, I'm just kind of like, okay, this is not my thing to sit up here and watch somebody be tortured and killed for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Imagine 2 hours just watching, like, all right. And 3 films already in the franchise.
Yeah. I mean, but it has its audience, and I see why people like it, and I listen to a certain extent. I even like these movies, but I do have my limits with those too. Let me see here. What do you see Doomsday box office at next year? At least $1 billion? Yes, I do. That's $5 from Tim. It feels like the MCU has no momentum, and the Doomsday teasers are weak. They are weak, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, listen, these are the early stages of promotion for Doomsday. So I think that once they start ramping up the real promotion for this, then I think people are going to start to get more excited. And I think that it will start to entice people and get people more excited for the movie. And I think they're going to be having a trailer that's going to show during the Super Bowl. That's when you're going to have the official first teaser or look at something for Doomsday during the Super Bowl. And I think after that, people are going to be kind of amped up. Not the same kind of excitement that was leading up in the end game because that had a proper lead up. But people are curious about this, man. People, even if you don't have a lot of enthusiasm for the movie itself, people are curious to see, okay, how is Robert Downey Jr. going to fit into this? How are they bringing back the X-Men? How are these characters and key components going to fit together? So at least there's an interest from a curious level of knowing what they're going to do with this film. $1 billion, yeah, definitely, because it's an event film. You know, not the best lead up to an event film, but it is an event film that everybody's going to be talking about, and I think so that yes, it will earn $1 billion easy.
Yeah, all those trailers just had like, oh, remember Chris Evans, remember Thor?
Yeah.
So like, it's just they're capitalizing on nostalgia.
Yeah, they are. Mm-hmm. And look, if anybody thought that Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans was going to be gone forever, come on, this is a business, and these are movies. They can bring back anybody they want to. These are comic book movies. They can bring back anybody they want to at any time. It's, you know, and the studio wants to make money, and these actors want to make money. Mm-hmm. If there's a fat paycheck to get paid for coming back and playing Captain America again, fuck yeah, you coming back. If Tony Stark got to be Dr. Doom, then they're coming back.
Because I don't think Chris Evans is doing anything right now, so he's free.
he's
free to come back.
That is the risk you take when you start playing a character too long. I can see why some people turn down superhero movies. You hear some people who turn down roles for superhero films, and you're like, are you crazy? I mean, that all that money, all that years of filmmaking security, but that's the thing, man. You start making those, you become too associated with a character. It's hard for people to see you as something else, and then you get kind of typecast.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see why people turn it down.
And then after that, they have the conventions they can go to and just milk that until they,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, look at the Hulk from the '70s TV show.
He wasn't doing nothing, no way.
Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah, Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah, look at him. He's still going to those conventions.
Yeah, but you talk about. Look, I don't want to be mean, but that man ain't got nothing else to do. He's deaf.
Yeah, I know that.
Because he gets mad at people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he gets if you take a picture with him, or if you just assume that you could take a picture of him without paying, that's how he's making his money. He's out there. Listen, he's out there to get bank off of something that happened like damn near 50 years ago. So if you're taking a picture with him and you don't, you think that you just, he's just being nice, and he's gonna be cool with a fan, he will cuss your ass. I heard that he will start cussing your ass out in that deaf voice.
Well, I actually met Lou Ferrigno one time back in 2013. I actually came to Austin for the convention. It was bad. Because he had pictures on the table. And they were like $20, like a sign says $20. So I told him like, hey, you know what? I want to take a picture with you. It's $20. I have $20 right now. And he told me like, picture with me.
See, that's
$20.
$20. What do you think this is?
So I was like, I only have $20. And with him, a selfie was like $40. And I told him like, I only have $20. Sorry. And he told me, okay, come here. And then we took a picture and all that stuff. My buddy took a picture, and then after it was done, almost after he was done, my buddy told me like, yeah, when you walked away, he looked at you all mean like, oh, you cheap motherfucker. I'm like, well, I only got $20. Like, what the fuck? He agreed to that.
Cheap motherfucker.
Yeah, so he is a dick.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but like you want to feel sorry for somebody who's handicapped, guy. But it's like, man, fuck your deaf ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like,
bitch, bet you heard that. Fuck you.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say that to him. He was gonna whoop my.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you talking shit as you walked away.
And it's funny because I met him. I told him like, oh, look, Ferrigno, you play the Hulk. I love you. In the Avengers movies, and he did not find that funny.
What? Now of course he looked at you bad, man. You fucking with him.
Come on, it was just a lame joke.
No, you fucking with him. No, you left that part out.
Oh, like he was actually the Green Giant CGI monster.
What? Boy, you one of those people who like, man, he cussed me out for no reason. Can you believe he talked about me like that when I walked away? I gave him $20. You left that part out. We like,
oh no, he wanted $40. I only had 20.
Hey man, George of the Avengers.
I like
man, you. I love your can of peas. I love Hey, ho, Green Giant. Man, you being a dick.
No, how would he say it like
Hey,
that?
man, I loved you in Shrek. Yeah. He should have picked your ass up and threw you across the room. Boy, you and Julie Emmett, nigga. Boy, y'all be leaving shit out. All I said was, man, all I said was I love the Avengers movie, some shit you were never in and wished you were. You asshole. I'm looking at you like Lou Ferrigno. Like, you bleed this motherfucker. Thoughts on original Black Christmas and the 2006 remake? I never saw them. Tony movie Chappie. I'm sorry about that. I wish I could answer your question, but I didn't see it. Did not see them. Sorry, sir. Can you imagine Tyrone Biggins and Star Wars?
Yes.
It will only make it better. I'm smoking that Force, man. Darth Vader. I'll suck your dick. Yeah, Tyrone Biggins is one of Dave Chappelle's creations.
The crackhead.
Yeah, the crackhead, the crusty lips. Listen, Tyrone Biggins can only make some of these Star Wars movies better. Yeah, make him the new Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah, use that for us, Lou. Can I hold $20, please? Oh, let me see. What else we got here? $5 from Dive himself. Have you seen When Evil Lurks? It's one of my favorite horror thrillers the past 5 years. Let me see. When Evil Lurks. I wonder if that's what I think it is. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. We did a review of this. Yeah, I think this is this a Spanish horror movie? But yeah, this movie's really good, man. Yeah, it's kind of seen like a demonic possession is kind of seen as almost like a disease. Mm-hmm. And
kind of like Wreck.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda. And yeah, this movie's really good, man. This scene with this dog is one of the most intense, horrifying. Now, I say I don't like violence against kids, but that's one of the coolest scenes I've seen with this girl and this dog. That's all I'll say. But yeah, this is a really good movie, man. Yeah, it's like this is seen as a demonic possession is seen as a disease, and it's almost approached in a scientific way. And the church is seen as the sort of the protector of this against the spread of this disease. It's a really good movie, man. It came out years ago. It's on Shudder. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's really good. If you like horror, it really is. I agree. It's one of the best horror movies of the past 5 years. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Dive. Oh, what else we got? $2. Any update on the next 12-hour stream? Probably. You know what? I'll see if I can get something done for January, which is very soon. I know we tried to do something for Christmas, but I mean, listen, travel and Martin and I were doing some shows. I had some stuff to do. The holidays were coming around, kind of hard to do that. But yeah, if I can't do January, February would be a good time to do a 12-hour stream. We haven't done one of those in a long time. Oh, we're gonna go eat something. You and I. $20 from Tony Movie Chappie. What is it? Anyway, do you think it's possible to forgive someone like Shia LaBeouf despite his wrongdoing in his past, but seems he's a better guy now and is becoming better, especially him and on the John Bernthal podcast together with Mia Goth? Listen, man, forgiveness is hard. Forgiveness is hard because from a personal standpoint, if you feel violated or wronged, it's hard to forgive somebody. And if somebody else has done something that's very wrong, and especially if it's shunned and scorned by society, you can also get scorned by society and punished by society for forgiving someone. But that's why forgiveness is so powerful. You know, forgiveness has to be something that's done for your personal, for your own personal mental health, well-being, whatever. Because carrying around a lot of grief, anger, a lot of hatred can poison you. And so you get these people who, for example, if someone is murdered by someone else, you know, it's hard to forgive somebody who killed someone. But if someone, you know, if someone has, whether they become a better person or not, a lot of times it's seen as, look, man, you know, it's hard to get over. You will never get over it. But to forgive someone is to like release a burden inside of you, because you carry that around, it will ruin you more than this, you know, this grieving already probably has. But the problem with doing that is like other people take it personal too. Like you forgiving somebody should be your personal thing. But when you talk about, you know, when you forgive someone, other people are like, how could you? How could you do that? That person doesn't deserve that. That's none of their business. So Shia LaBeouf done a lot of crazy stuff. I mean, why would I want to hold something against Shia LaBeouf? I mean, I just talked about murderers, you know, and other people done probably heinous things. Shia LaBeouf just lost his fucking mind, went crazy, you know. Yeah, man. I do believe that it's some people who were just either knowing or bad people at one time, bad actors. When I say bad actor, I'm not talking about acting. No, people might have gone around starting fights with people, or you know, just being aggressive towards people, maybe even you know hurt people at one time. Yeah, people. That's what we always say, that people should be allowed to grow and be a better person. I've always thought, like, listen, man, I know what kind of person I've been in the past. I have no right at all to sit up here and judge anybody. You know, I mean, of course, listen, if you've done something heinous, yeah, I can judge you if you've done something really bad. But at the same time, I don't go around trying to make myself feel better by judging people. I do believe in forgiveness. A lot of people have forgiven me for some of the things that I've done that are terrible. So, you know, yeah, and it's a hard thing to do. It's never easy, but that's why forgiveness is such a big thing. That's why people make a big deal out of it, because it's not easy to do at all. It's one of the hardest things you could probably ever do. Oh, this is from Sober Film. I don't forgive that guy. I don't like him. No. Was he accused of domestic violence by his ex? Probably so. I know he's done some crazy things, man. Shia LaBeouf was, yeah. And do I believe somebody, like if you were someone who physically abused someone else or something, I do believe at some point under the certain circumstances. Listen, again, forgiveness is a personal thing. I can't tell somebody else to forgive somebody. But, you know, do I think as a concept, can we forgive these people and let them, you know, especially if they're trying to be better? Yeah, I do, to simply put it that way. I don't know. What do you think?
All I know is he was getting into fights with people in bars
in
Austin, and then he plagiarized some kind of book or something like that.
Well, who hasn't done that? I mean, you know? So.
But yeah, if the other person forgives him, like, you're like, okay, that person forgave him. Like, you should not be able to go hold a grudge against that, you know?
Yeah. Let me see here. Hey, Corey, love the content. If you can check out my first feature film, Sober, on Tubi.
Oh, no.
One
of those Tubi movies.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's... Let me see here. Sober, Tubi. Is this your film right here? It's, you know, you can find it online. Is this your movie right here, Sober? A drug addict dropout will learn the consequences of failing to meet his end of a deal when his former teacher offers him $1,000 a week to stay sober. Wow. I love the concept. Is that you, man? If that is you, that's awesome. Congratulations. I do want to see this. I've just recently discovered like my fondness for supporting very independent filmmakers. After I watched that movie, especially after I watched that movie, Good Boy.
Oh yeah, about the dog.
Yeah, one about the dog, you know, hunting, whatever. Fan guy. $5. Hi, Corey. Now that Daredevil is back and going into his 5th season, Are you going to get to hear? Oh, I'm sorry, he didn't put anything in there. He just put "are going to hear." I guess he means are we going to get to hear your review of Iron Fist season 2 anytime soon? Yes. This, you know what? I got a New Year's resolution now. Yes. This year will be the Iron Fist year.
I'll be honest, I totally forgot about that.
To be honest, I did too. Start bringing that shit up. Yes. Oh, let me see here. $5 from Future Zeitgeist Dimension. I know. Yeah, that's Dwayne Herndon, I think. Have you guys seen the remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night? Wasn't liking it at first, but then I figured out the twist, and then I loved it. Silent Night, Deadly Night. The remake. Let me see here. Silent Night, Deadly Night.
I had no idea I had a remake.
I didn't either, and I didn't see it, so I'll check it out maybe for next Christmas. Be a good way to spend Christmas, seeing people get murdered. But yeah, I haven't seen it, but I'll check it out now. Oh, wait, I wish I could tell you more about it, but I mean, it's nice to get your recommendation for it. Oh, let me see here. $10 from Suarez. Hi again, y'all. Just watched K-pop Demon Hunter for the first time this morning. And what else? NGL?
Not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna. Oh, and Not Gonna Lie. I thought that was a movie.
Oh,
no, it is not. And Not Gonna
Okay.
Lie. I did enjoy some of the songs on the soundtrack, if not all of them, but the actual story didn't really impress me, to be honest. Hey, man, you can't expect everybody to like everything. I know K-pop Demon Hunter is this phenomenon right now, and everybody loves it, and it's reached that point to where everyone loves it so much, we expect everybody to love it. Or there's a backlash on it. But really, listen, man, I'm not one of these people who gets defensive because you don't like something that I like or what everybody else is liking. I get it. I was just talking about some movies today, and I don't want to say which ones, but I was like, man, there's some movies. I'll say, like Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer, I admire everything in Oppenheimer, the acting, the cinematography, parts of the story, but I didn't love Oppenheimer as much as everybody else. I was kind of bored. And that's just me. But I don't want anybody coming after me for that. I'm not going to come after somebody else who doesn't like something as much as I do, or I'm not going to argue with somebody over Oppenheimer because I want you to agree with me. So this is what I always come back to, man. We talk about this all the time. Movies are subjective, right? These are not, liking a movie is not a fact. Disliking a movie, that's not a fact. That's an opinion. And everybody has their opinions going into a movie. Everybody likes what they like. People people dislike things for their own personal reasons. I am not one of these people who gets into debates and argues with somebody because I love something so much and I expect somebody to feel the same way I do. Life is too short for that bullshit. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, when people jumped on Julian, the Black Julian, on not seeing Pulp Fiction, I thought all right, that's kind of weird, not seeing it. Where people were hating him for not liking it, going overboard. I'm like, come on, dude.
I gave him a hard time because that's what we do. But I was just kind of goofing on the guy. I was kind of just roasting him. So what? And by the way, different generations have different takes on film. All right.
Mm-hmm. I watched Pulp Fiction maybe 5 years ago, and I thought it was all right. But because I did not watch it when it first came out, so I totally understand Julian was still like, yeah, I've seen this before, because I have seen that before. Yeah. One great example is seeing The Mummy. I did not see Indiana Jones the movies first, and I watched The Mummy oh, this is amazing. But you guys said it was a ripoff from the Indiana Jones film. I was like, oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, there's some things I might be totally confused why you don't like it. I love Raiders of the Lost Ark. I watch that 3 or 4 times a year. And maybe I wouldn't, I love it so much. Maybe I understand why somebody else wouldn't like it, but I also understand that people have different tastes. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna get mad at you because you don't like, I don't give a fuck what, I got better things to worry about whether you like a movie or not.
Yeah. Like inflation.
Yeah, that's too many. The times we live in right now, movies are the last fucking thing I'm worried about.
Yeah.
I enjoy what I enjoy. You enjoy what you enjoy. Thoughts on the direction of James Gunn's DC verse? I thought it was starting strong, but there's things I'm starting to notice now with James Gunn himself, and I want to see what other directors do. James Gunn has a lot of things that he has little signatures now.
The needle drops.
The needle drops. his certain bits of his kind of humor.
Yeah.
I really love Superman. I like Superman a lot. But
Oh, yeah.
but now I'm starting to see things that even when James Gunn is not directing these movies, they feel like a James Gunn movie.
Mm-hmm.
Supergirl. Let me see here. Supergirl coming out in 2026. Supergirl feels like we mentioned this on I think it was me and Oz were watching this. It was somebody. I was watching this with somebody, the teaser. And Supergirl, the movie that's coming out, feels like Guardians of the Galaxy, a James Gunn movie.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm still enthusiastic. I'm excited. I think it's way better than what Zack Snyder was doing. Again, my opinion. Nothing. I'm not trying to. I ain't trying to get these Snyder boys upset out here, but yeah, I'm starting to think like, all right, I need to feel like there's some variety and tone for these films and shows. Because even Peacemaker, I thought the last episode was hampered down by a big musical number.
Yeah, that's the thing. He could have taken that out and at least, I don't know, wrapped up the story a little bit better, but he had to do with the whole concert thing.
Yeah,
with 2 songs. I'm like, and I love Peacemaker, but I'm like, come on, dude.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
$20 from Scar DDT over here. Hope you're doing great. I used to be a huge Spill fan and want to attend SpillCon. You can imagine my heartbreak when I got accepted to college in the States. The week Spill shut down. Ha ha ha. Thanks for the great years. Hey man, thank you. I'm always talking about Spill. Some great memories from Spill. Thanks to guys like you. Again, we got shut down, but no hard feelings about that. I actually gained a lot of knowledge. I built a fan base thanks to Spill. Spill was a great training ground for what we do now.
And now this Double Toast is what, 10 plus years?
11.
11.
Come on now.
Yeah. Oh, 2014. Yeah.
We just had our 11th year anniversary.
That's right. I was there. I forgot.
Yeah, Spill. Yeah, man. Cause listen, it sounds like I'm shitting on Spill.com whenever I talk about this, because with Spill, I always brag about how we lasted longer, because I mean there were things that me and the owners clashed about, and I think there was this feeling that I'm not going to be able to do anything with this once they let us go. So yeah, I'm kind of proud that because Spill lasted 8 years. We're going on 11, and Spill was nowhere near as profitable as what I'm doing with this. Not even close. That's why they let us go, because it was a turn to profit. And I always thought that I knew how to do it, but I had my hands tied. So to be able to say that I created something that lasted longer and more profitable than Spill makes me very proud. But I'm not trying to shit on the legacy of what was created with this. There was a lot of good people that worked on this. It was a lot of good things that happened with this. It was a lot of stuff that I don't know, man. It was great to learn about everything that I apply here. You know, it was gained from probably working with Spill. So I have even though I sound like I'm sitting up here bragging about, yeah, Spill, that wasn't shit to what I'm doing. Nah, man, I wouldn't be able to do this without my experience on Spill. So, like I said, some of the things that I just don't like with Spill is like just some of the people that that turned against me when it was done, and that's another thing I'm proud of, because a lot of people thought they were rooting for me to actually not succeed when I started this, because for some reason they held it against me when Spill was done, and that hurt a little bit, but I actually hurt a lot. But yeah, you know, it's like I said, man. You don't concentrate on the bad. You take the good, which is what I do, and I have a lot of appreciation and gratitude towards Spill and Hollywood.com for taking a chance with us and helping me build what we have right now. So, yeah, I don't have any animosity. Like I told you about forgiveness, you know, you don't walk around with any kind of anger in your heart. You look at what you gained from this and what you were able to do. And yeah, man, it was very ambitious what we did over there. We were lucky to be able to do it for 8 years. And so I thank the Hollywood.com for investing in that long. You know, and listen, I can't blame them for dropping it. regardless of what I thought I could do with it, from their angle, that it wasn't doing anything for them. They put a lot of money in it, and I cannot blame them for dropping it. So, oh, this is Ryan Hartwell. Forgive me if you've already answered this or not. Have you seen the 60s hot Dr. Pepper commercial starring Dick Clark? I have not. And too bad we can't watch it here, man. That's the thing. We can't watch these things because it'll get the stream shut down.
Even for a commercial?
Nah.
Wow.
Nah, you can't. I don't think so. Because there's probably music in there.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see here. Hot Dr. Pepper. I'm curious what this was. So they had hot Dr. Pepper back in. Is this like spicy Dr. Pepper?
I'm thinking something sexy, to be honest.
I don't, man.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Like when you stick your dick in the bottle or something? No,
I was thinking more of a woman.
I think it is actually hot. I mean, because unless you find Dick Clark hot, I don't think this is what they're talking about, man. You want to fuck Dick Clark? Let me see here. Hot Dr. Pepper. What the fuck is hot Dr. Pepper, man? Oh, hot Dr. Pepper, I think it's like a hot drink, an actual hot drink.
Okay.
Like a hot toddy, but not alcoholic. Boy, you loving that shit. Look at that. Really, shit like that hot Dr. Pepper fucked him up. It's delicious. Yeah, man, you think I know a lot about Dr. Pepper because I keep telling y'all, I'm from the birthplace of Dr. Pepper. At least I think we have a Dr. Pepper museum in Waco, Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So maybe he thought that's what you would know about the commercial.
Hey, so does that turn you on? Is that hot?
Nah.
You hard right now? Let's see here. I think it means sexy. Yeah, there you go, man. Look at that.
I was gonna say,
yeah. Does that get you hot? He was looking for titties or something.
like a chick or something, a Dr. Pepper can or something.
He was ready to get aroused. $5 from Dive himself again. Have you played Bomb Rush Cyberpunk on PS5? And where would you like to see Spider-Man 3 on PS5? Where would you like to see the story go? Man, I have yet to play Spider-Man 2. I have it on my computer and I have it on my PS5. And I haven't played it anywhere. Have you played it?
No, I don't have a PS5.
So I can't tell you. Because I don't know what villains we have in 2. I know the Lizard's in there.
Craven.
Venom. Venom's in there.
I think Scorpion's back in that one.
Okay.
I see clips of him.
Vulture in there?
I don't think so.
Let's do Vulture. I would love to see some cameos from other street level characters too, like the Punisher and Luke Cage.
Daredevil.
And Daredevil. Yeah. Yeah. I would love to see if they could bring those characters in to a Spider-Man game. That would be kind of fun. I don't know if that would be too difficult to take attention away from the main character, but I don't know.
I guess Carnage? He hasn't been done yet.
Oh, Carnage hasn't been done yet?
I don't think so in the Spider-Man PS5.
This is Tim, $5. If you love disturbing horror movies, check out Abruptio. The whole movie is filmed using puppets. Jordan Peele is in it. Also, favorite horror genre. I don't know, man. I don't know if I have a favorite horror genre, to be honest with you, because I like all horror movies, man. I tell you, for a while, it was the zombie horror movie. And I guess maybe I'm still kind of partial to that. I just love the whole concept of a world just being disrupted and having to survive it, build it back again against, this disease. Oh, Jesus, this looks disturbing as fuck. Oh, god damn. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check this out. Wow. Why do I keep getting babies up in here? Yeah, man, I'll check this out. This looks crazy. So this with Marionette. Look at this shit. Yeah. I bet that's Jordan Peele. Only damn black puppet in there with them Billy teeth. If y'all ever met our co-host Billy, he got teeth just like that. I wish. See, this is why I wish. This is what I wish I could play the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
$5 from Suarez again. Still about K-pop Demon Hunter. I do understand that it's a family film and stories don't really matter in these. I would give it a high matinee and it's fun. So you still like it. I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Boy, people love that K-pop Demon Hunter.
Did you see it?
I have not seen it. People are gonna come at me.
It's good. It's
No, I heard it's
man.
good.
I mean, it depends on what you're looking for. You know, I really enjoyed the music in it. Music is catchy as fuck, but be prepared to have that in your head all day.
Oh, okay.
And I thought the story was pretty good too, man. I think if you see it, that it's definitely it doesn't take the turns that you think it would for a film of that type. You get a little deep with some of the themes in there, especially for this being a cute anime-inspired K-pop story. Watcher gave 200. What's NOK?
I have no idea.
What's your most anticipated movie in 2026? Well, the one that immediately pops to mind, I'm very curious about Doomsday. I'm very curious to see what they do with this. I'm pretty shallow. I'm sure there's some other movie I should be more excited about, but I really want to know how they're going to pull this off.
Yeah. I mean, they did it the first time, but a second time? Like
Yeah.
in a bottle, can you actually catch it?
See, that's what I want to know.
A lot of characters now. Like,
Almost too many, you know.
yeah.
See, and I get worried about that because I get worried about them doing the stuff that's just for nostalgia. We talked about Spider-Man, No Way Home tonight. I thought it was fun, but the way they force those villains in there just for nostalgia's sake, I'm like, nah.
That writing was not that great.
No, it was not. This is from, once again, $20 from Tony Movie Chappie. Nelly Blow. Sorry, I keep messing your name up. Let me see here. Do you think it was a mistake that Disney fired John Lasseter? I know he did some not great things, but you can't deny the fact that he brought back Disney animation from the ground up and gave it a renaissance of the 2010s. Man, for some of the stuff he was doing, probably was a good thing to fire him, you know. He's going around making women feel uncomfortable around the studio. That's what happened, right, with John Lasseter?
Yeah.
And listen, I'm not a fan of some of the movies that he really championed. Like, I'm not a big fan of Cars, although I did like the last Cars movie. But Cars 1, it's not my favorite. I understand why people like it. Cars 2 is terrible. Cars 3 I thought was okay, but I don't know, man. I think, listen, I'm sure they can bring some other visionary in that could probably pick things up for Pixar and Disney over there. Look, Disney's doing just fine, by the way, though. Zootopia 2 made $1 billion, and I thought it was very entertaining. Now, listen, what they need to do is bring somebody in who's not doing all these fucking remakes. I know it has nothing to do with animation. I'm kind of going off topic, but that's what I'm worried about with Disney. Stop, because I think they did it to a point where they were just doing it with anything, just blindly reaching for another property. That Snow White was terrible. Bring somebody in who knows, who has a good balance of, all right, because they're gonna remake things. That's just how it is. They're gonna do live action versions of things. That's how it is. But have a balance. Just don't be just doing shit because you can. Get that fixed, and then we'll worry about the animation department because they're doing fine over there. But John Lasseter, you can't deny what he did for Disney and for Pixar, and he probably had to go. But I'm sure they can find some other visionary to come in and take care of things, do some interesting things over there. It's and he is one of a kind, man. I mean, the guy he's a visionary within himself. So yeah, it's going to be hard to replace him, but I'm sure that they'll be fine. They can find a way to take Disney animation to a good direction. They've done it before. They've done it several times over. So Disney did look throughout the generations. Disney animation, that department goes up and down. They went through a very dark period when during the 80s, and then they had that 90s renaissance. Yep. And then we dipped again, and now we're kind of back again, with certain things. I mean, what I really want from Disney, and I want somebody very special to go into the animation department and get us a nice 2D animated film, or a movie that kind of leans towards 2D animation. I would love to see 2D animation make some sort of cinematic comeback.
Too bad the only movie coming out it's The Simpsons, but that's still part of Disney, but not really because it's 20th Century Fox.
Yeah.
That's the only 2D animated
Yeah.
movie.
Big Square says, I think we need a Rap City Kids Believe in Santa Revisited review. Which is the better bad movie? That or The Room? Man, Rap City Kids. Man, you want to talk about some incompetence. What? Yeah, Rap City Kids, man. It's just a... Yeah. Yeah, this is not even a real movie. This is like 45 minutes long. So I don't even know if you can compare. But Rap City Kids, yeah, that's way worse than The Room. And listen, I know at this point we're just comparing two piles of shit. But you want to talk about, something that's just, I don't know, man. I don't know, because you look at what Tommy Wiseau is doing with The Room, the different film stock, the incompetence in editing, scenes that the writing on it, the scenes that just that just go nowhere, the acting that is so bad. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't even know if you could compare them now. They both have their own kind of shitty charm going on.
He had his own vision, all this own style that he wanted to do. The other one had like actual real name, actors like Nancy Cartwright and the chick from Mad TV.
Yeah.
Tommy Wiseau had nobody.
No, he didn't.
Yeah. So
what do you think? This is worse than?
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
Yeah. If you want to talk about just on the level of bizarreness, this is way more bizarre than. This is way more confusing and bizarre than Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah.
Even Tommy Wiseau looking at it like, "Fuck, man, that's awful." But I would love to find some kind of way to revisit some of these old bad movies, man. I don't know how we would do it. A re-roast. I don't know how, but I would love to, because this is one right here I have fun watching every year. Let me see here. Skip it. Okay, I'm going to cut this off so we can actually, because we got to go eat pretty soon. I'm going to try to answer these questions in a quick fashion here. So, people, I'm going to go in and cut off the YouTube, because I want to make sure that you're not putting any more questions in. I want to get these all answered. So I'm going to cut off the YouTube, and I'm going to try to answer the rest of the questions. If you want to keep watching, just go on over to the Twitch stream and watch over there. Our Kick will be in one of those places. And I want to thank everybody who came in and was so nice this evening, giving you asked some great questions, very nice comments, and just thank you for your generosity. So I love you all, and we'll see you on Twitch, Our Kick. And for you YouTubers that don't make it over, well, thank you, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, everybody. Bye-bye. All right, continuing to go here.